Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming down. I'm Sergeant Aaron Roed, Media Relations Officer for the Vancouver Police Department. Roed is R-O-E-D. Today, Vancouver Police have released new surveillance video of 3 people who may have information about a serious assault which happened in the West End in late November of 2019. We're asking for the public's help in identifying who these 3 people are, or for them to come forward. The assault occurred on November 30th, 2019 at approximately 2:40 a.m. in the morning. A man, 46-year-old Vancouver resident, was walking northbound on Thurlow Street from Davie Street. He was by himself, and as he was walking northbound on the west side of Thurlow, he did have a verbal argument with a group of people. After that argument, he was assaulted, taken to local hospital where he remains today. He was affected with life-changing and life-altering injuries. His family is having to deal with this, and we've been unable to talk with him since the assault. We've released 2 frames of video which show a group of 3 people who we believe are associated or have information regarding this assault. We want them to come forward or to be identified by people who may know them. The first person is a male wearing a camouflage jacket, black pants with black shoes, and he's possibly wearing eyeglasses. He was with another male wearing a black jacket, gray pants, and black shoes. He's slightly shorter than the man in the camouflage jacket. They were with another female who's in the second video, who's wearing a black jacket, olive green pants, and black shoes. She's also wearing carrying a light gray backpack. These 3 people are associated to each other, and we believe that they have information regarding this serious assault, which has left one West End male in hospital fighting for his life. We're asking for any witnesses who have any information regarding this assault or even know who these 3 individuals are to come forward. We do know that there's people out there who know what happened and who these 3 people are. We're asking you to please review the video and to call our investigators at 604-717-2541 if you have any information. The victim is a 46-year-old man from Vancouver who has been in hospital ever since November 30th. His life is never going to be the same, and he is going to have to battle for the rest of his life to deal with these serious injuries. So please, if you have any information, please call our investigators. Is there any questions?
So these 3 you believe know each other, but do you believe they know the victim?
We don't believe that they know the victim. We think that this was a random attack which escalated from the initial verbal argument between the victim and a group of people. We want these 3 people to come forward to let us know what happened. We do believe that they have information regarding this assault. Also, if anybody knows who these people are, we're asking for them to let us know who these people are so we can reach out to them and get their side of the story and figure out why this person was assaulted and who the people are who did the assault.
What makes you believe it was random?
From the information and the evidence that we've gathered so far, it doesn't appear like these people know who this individual is.
Any indication of what the potential motive was that instigated this argument?
We have not been able to talk to the victim. He's been in very serious condition in hospital and unable to speak with us. So we are limited on why this incident happened. That's why we're reaching out to the public or these 3 people. We do believe that they know why this incident happened, why this person was assaulted. So we're asking them to come forward and give us as much information as they can.
Is there any evidence from the scene or from other people that you've talked to that would suggest that they had planned to meet up, some sort of cell phone sale or something like that? From
what we've seen so far, we don't believe there was any connection between the 2, that they were getting together, not the 2, between a group of people and our victim. We don't believe that they were getting together for any specific reason. We do believe this was a random encounter. But that's also why we're asking and appealing to people to please come forward and let us know what happened.
Now, We only see the 3 people on here. Is there more tape that actually shows the incident, this assault, that you have not released?
We do have information on the assault. We're not releasing any other information regarding our investigation. At this point, we are releasing these 2 video clips, which do show 3 people who were in the area of the assault, in the area of Thurlow, just north of Davie, on the west side at approximately 2:40 a.m. on November 30th.
But is anyone in the 3, any one of the 3 here, do they actually inflict the wounds on the victim?
That's part of our investigation that we're not releasing at this time. We do know that these 3 people were in the area, and we're asking for them to come forward or for witnesses to tell us who they are so we can identify them and speak with them.
How challenging has it been not being able to speak to the victim?
Speaking with the victim is going to give us a lot of information on why and who the suspects were. Challenging, it's part of our investigation. Every part of our investigation is going to be challenging, but our officers are doing a very good job in getting as much evidence as possible. And at this point, we are reaching out to the public to come forward and please identify these 3 people who are shown in the video.
Are they considered suspects?
Right now, they're persons of interest, and we want to know what happened, why they were in the area, and if they have any information regarding the assault.
So what does that mean if you compare persons of interest compared to a suspect?
Well, a suspect would be someone who we've determined is involved. Right now, we're trying to determine if these 3 people are involved or gather as much evidence as possible. That's why we'd like for them to come forward and let us know why they were in the area and what information they do have.
But you're not ready to tell us at this point if one of these 3 people actually assaulted the victim?
No, we're not releasing any other information at this time regarding the investigation.
When did police get this video?
They've been gathering this evidence ever since November 30th. And at this point, we feel, after speaking with investigators, that we need to reach out to the public to help identify who these people are.
Why did it take so long to release it? We understand that the family saw this last year in December, and they were not happy with the fact that this wasn't released sooner. We're now into the 3rd week of January.
This is just another form of our investigation. We don't always release video at the front end of our investigations. Our investigators do a very thorough job in gathering as much evidence as possible. We've reached a point in the investigation where we feel we need to reach out to the public to help identify these people.
Was this victim potentially attacked because he's gay?
We don't believe this was related to any type of hate crime. We believe this was more of a random attack where they did not know the individual in the area.
Is there hope that the victim will be able to supply more info as time goes on?
We always hope for the victim to recover. We're more concerned at this point that this individual gets better and does the best they can in their recovery. If they get to the point where we can speak to them, we would look forward to that and gather as much information from them as possible. But right now, we're more concerned with his recovery and rehabilitation.
Now, you mentioned unable to talk to him. Is it because he just cannot communicate because of what's happened to him?
Yes, he's been in hospital unable to communicate with us. We're not going to get into details of the state of injuries medically, but we have not been able to talk to him.
Are you able to just relay, like when you talk to the family, they say that it just hasn't been an incident that changed his life. It's destroyed this victim's life. If you're trying to make a plea to people to come forward here to say something, I mean, how do you relay the impact on this person and how important it is that you get some information?
This incident didn't just affect him physically. He's going to be dealing with rehabilitation the rest of his life. It's life-changing and life-altering. We don't expect him to fully recover in any way. That's why this is such a serious incident. We're appealing to the public to come forward to help to identify these people. The family needs to understand why this happened, and we want to come to the conclusion of who did this and proceed with charges if they are applicable.
Do you have any clues as to who the suspects may be?
At this point, we're not releasing that information. If we do have any suspects and who they may be, we do know that these 3 people in the video were in the area, and we believe they have information regarding the assault. So at this point, if anybody does know who these 3 people are, to please come forward. Call our investigators and let us know. Or if you are the person in this video, reach out to our investigators and let us know what happened that night.
How does it harm the investigation for you to just tell the public if one of these people actually indeed did allegedly commit this assault?
At this point, our investigators have thought about what we can and can't release. They have decided that we're not releasing any other information other than this video and an appeal to help identify them so that we can get more evidence and conclude this file. Any other questions? Anything regarding anything else? Thank you very much for coming down.